Hello.
What's up, guys?
Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve.
It sure is. It sure is.
The
How are
countdown
you
is
feeling?
on. I'm good.
Are you good? Okay.
Yeah, I have a roof over my head.
Yeah, me too. I do too.
That's good.
That's good.
I have mixed feelings.
Get out.
Feelings for sure.
Get out.
But
Yeah.
I will say this off the top before we get into the matches, like a lighten. What is the term? Night and day.
Oh, I know. I was about to say, work your way out of it.
Come on. Yeah, I can do this. Night and day from yesterday in terms of like the starting the show. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It was what a way.
You mean the match of the weekend that started this show?
Yeah.
The match this whole weekend that started this show, which
I
do believe I said in a couple, maybe during the prediction episodes. I can't remember. But
I think you did, yeah.
It's been incredible.
It was good.
Amazing.
It was really good.
Welcome.
It started so strong. And then the match right after it started very strong. Yes, hello, welcome. Welcome
to
back.
Somewhere in the Ring.
This is going to release as one episode too. So this will be like we're back from a commercial break.
We're back from commercial break. Yep. Either Hymns or Hello Fresh is going to be in your earbuds right before we get to this right now. I don't know. Do we have sponsors, Andrew? Do we have sponsors?
I don't touch any of that stuff.
Who's in charge of the sponsors? Because it's not me.
I'm
just here.
It was Lionsgate. I don't believe that's the case.
Let's not get into that.
I haven't
for
gotten
legal purposes,
in a while.
Andrew.
Oh no!
What's up?
Let's not get into that
wrestling.
For legal purposes.
I don't think
Let's talk wrestling. Brie.
Anything at all? Brie, thank you for coming back, Brie.
Thanks for having me. I have a blast doing this. This is so fun.
Love having you.
Andrew, if it's okay with you, Brie sent me a video of what her and her friends prepared food-wise for WrestleMania.
Ooh.
Do you mind if I play that for you?
I love food. Please. All
right. Give this a watch. This is amazing was that.
We had a good time. It was like I said,
like it.
This is my second WrestleMania, and like we got to host it this year, so I was eating it up. I was gonna like decorate and do the whole 9 yards, but then I got real lazy and I had adult responsibilities. And I just didn't get to
listen.
It, so.
You printed in the year of our Lord 2025. That is beyond lazy. You are not lazy at all. You're good. You're good.
Thank you.
Good. You're welcome.
What was your favorite snack of the night? I have to ask.
Ooh, Mick Foley guacamole. I'm a big guac girl, so yeah, that was it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
What was the Chris Jericho one?
Those were chips, Ryan. Come on. What kind of Oreos were the RK Oreos? Because it was a white packaging.
They were gluten-free, which one of our friends who was supposed to come, she's gluten-free and dairy-free. And so
very considerate. Nice.
Yeah, so those were for her. And she couldn't make it either day because she got COVID. So we ended up dropping off the RK Oreos today. So yes, it was a bummer, but she got her RK Oreos and we're all good.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good.
Sweet.
Awesome. Well, yeah, guys, like we mentioned, let's just start with the opening match of the night. We had Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair for the Women's World Championship. Oh my God. I mean, who wants to start?
I'll go. I loved it. If you can imagine, I love Io, I love Bianca, and of course I love Rhea Ripley, so that is no surprise. Her entrance, by the way, like I always am very much looking forward to like what cool stuff they're all wearing, but Rhea specifically, she's had some cool masks this year, and then that like crown thing was really so cool. And the red lipstick instead of the black, she was killing it. So I'm fashion first, of course. But then the match itself was like, you're right. It was, to me, it was the match of the weekend. I thought maybe I'm biased because I really love Rhea, but like it was good.
It was match of the weekend. I will say, speaking of Rhea, a little bit in, I was like, I want to see, not that she hasn't, because I think she has at one point, but I want to see her main event one of the nights next year.
Yes.
She's opened. This is the second night in a row she's opened, or second year in a row she's opened the second night.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah, because last year she was the first thing I saw. And like, thank God that I did, because I feel like that had me invested. That was the whole reason. I was like, this is great. I love wrestling. So I wouldn't be here if she hadn't opened.
Thank you, Rhea Ripley. We would not
Rhea
have
Ripley.
Brie on this live stream, that's for sure. We never would have probably met, but unless I became a gamer, I don't know.
You could.
Yeah, I'm not a big gamer. Maybe I'll get into it. Maybe I'll start my first game.
You didn't even give yourself a chance.
I know.
You could do any game. It could be like Tetris, and they'd be like, "Yay, Ryan, Tetris!" That's so good.
Oh, everyone's hopping in the chat now. Welcome, Walker, Scott. Snowmart is here. Welcome, guys.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Snowmart is better than No Mart.
That's true.
So true.
Scott said good matches. Io was destined to win that match.
She was great. I loved that win. I also really loved the entrances. I loved the Black Girl Magic for Bianca. It was a lot of fun. Like all that stuff was like, it was really good. All of them at the top of their game. It does crack me up that the finish to this match was the same as the finish to a later match. Like, because I thought like the match ended and it was like, oh, Bianca had hit Rhea Ripley with her finisher and went to hit the pin, and Io then jumped and was pinning Rhea, and then Io then jumped off and hit Bianca and then pinned her.
And then the four-way was
fatal
similar.
Four-way match ends almost exactly the same.
Oh, yeah.
It wouldn't be as weird if it wasn't such a unique finish to begin with. Like when it happened,
I didn't even think about that.
I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like someone was pinning somebody and they got pinned from the top rope.
Yeah,
and then that happens again.
I did not even think about that.
Four-way.
Wow.
Still great. Still great.
Oh, yeah. Not like I think I told Andrew, there was not a single move in this match wasted. Everything meant something, told an incredible story. Not the ending I expected. I really thought this is going to be Bianca's match. Yeah, I think we both, Andrew, predicted.
Oh, no, that doesn't sound like me. Whatever you're saying is wrong. That doesn't.
Whatever you're saying is wrong.
Roll the tape. Roll the tape.
Oh, yeah.
No, I think you're probably right. Which is full. I'm thrilled for Io. Like that was great. It was a great win, and I was hoping it was kind of happen because Brie. I don't know if you have noticed this or have like somebody has explained it at any point or anything like that. More often than not, in title matches, the champion comes out last. That happened.
Yes.
In every title match tonight, except for there.
I asked that. I was like, what is the disrespect? Like, why is Io coming out first? And they were like, well, it doesn't always happen like that. I was like, but it's happened every other time tonight. Why this one? Did she come out first? And they were like, well, Rhea gets a bigger pop. And I was like, I guess, but I don't know.
Yeah, I genuinely don't know. I just know that it made me think like, oh, I think she's going to win this match. For whatever reason, I was like,
yeah,
almost like disrespecting her that much right up top made it feel like, oh, well, they have to let her win at the end then.
Yeah, because they've been disrespecting her for weeks now. So like it was like if she loses this, what happens to you? Like that's such a terrible title reign. So I'm glad she won. I thought she was going to win.
I wish the announcer hadn't said from Damage Control. I'm like, when is the last time Damage Control has been a thing? Like, why did they do that?
I know. She's her own person.
Don't ask about Damage Control.
Don't ask
about
okay.
There's no questions about Damage Control.
Man, Andrew's really about sweeping stuff under the rug tonight.
Yeah, what is that?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. You're in the weeds, Ryan. You're in the weeds.
Yeah.
Awesome surprise, at least for me, surprise ending to that match, but I thought it was fantastic. The crowd was super into it. Scott says Io gets no respect, which is why I think she was destined to win. So there you go.
That's fair. Yeah. That's fair.
There you go. And Tom says Triple Threat should be the main event if the main event was going to finish like that. Agreed, my friend. Agreed. Yeah, everyone's on the same page. Awesome. What was our next match?
I'm in order this time.
It was
the Drew. It's Drew and Damian Priest.
Damian and Drew.
I almost said Philly street fight. Sin City.
Sin City.
I put some respect on Sin City, man.
I know.
It was the Sin City street fight.
Sin City street fight really rolled off the tongue.
What did we think of Drew's attire?
Okay, so it was going for Doom, right? So
Doom.
like I respected that. I like that we're getting my world in, right? We're getting gaming in, so that's pretty fun. So I didn't mind it. It's not his usual get up, but I was like, oh, Doom, that's fun.
Yeah, I kept wanting to push that red button.
I know.
Yeah.
I thought it looked significantly sillier than the Clash of Clans.
Did you really?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I did. Because it's something about.
I'm sorry. I'm taking him out.
Wait a minute. How dare you? How dare you?
I love you. Sorry.
But no, it was just this because with the Clash of Clans, I don't know, it looks kind of silly inherently, and they're not trying to do anything different. They just got these big, bulky kind of things. Drew's like, look at me. I didn't know it was Doom until they put the Doom ad up after he was done entering. So the whole time I was like, is he serious? I was like, that armor looks like it's from something.
Yeah,
it looks like
a cybernetic
highlight. An IP usually, but I was like, so but then he just walked off on his own and he's strutting along,
but
with that big red button and those
I wanted to,
and everything's all detailed and serious looking. And I think if we hadn't had the smooth, no details at all, just gray and a little bit different shade of gray armor from the night before, I might not have noticed. But
that's funny.
I was like, oh man, he looks kind of.
Did you see him though when he got into the ring? He ripped it off so damn quick and threw it everywhere.
Plucking it off in 2 seconds.
Did he? I don't think I noticed that. I was.
Look,
I don't know what I was.
I'm sure he got $50,000 for that. So I'm
100%. Good for him.
Don't get me wrong.
Get your bag.
And then Damian Priest came out to some live music from someone from Slayer.
Yeah,
someone from Slayer.
He will be hosting the only Slayer concert in the US in 2025. That is something I saw that he is doing. I keep up on my boy. Cool. I keep up on a lot of wrestlers, so that was one that I saw and I was like, oh, so yeah, super exciting.
Stalker.
I know, it's a bad.
Kidding. That's awesome. Amazing entrances. In my opinion, awesome match. I don't have much to say about it other than they were stiff. This was real. It was awesome.
Yeah, real stiff. I love the setup. This was my sons watched the first 2 matches with me, and they really liked the first one, and then the second one, the second table spot blew there. There were a couple spots in the first 2 matches that really caught me off guard. I wish I could remember. There was one from the first one that came out of nowhere that I loved, but the second one, the double table spot, Damien getting knocked through double was the camera was perfect. Everything was perfect about that execution wise, and it looked great. Just a really rad match, really good.
Yeah,
and the kick to
the chair.
To the chair.
Brutal. Yeah, it looked really good.
I hate when they put someone's limb or head in the chairs because
that is my least favorite thing.
90% chance something is going to go wrong with this.
Yes.
And that was scary. But
very scary.
They're pros. They kept it safe. It was an incredible match. And I thought the outcome was good.
Walker was saying it might be the moonsault where Rhea got her feet up to block it. And it hit right in the ribs.
That looked painful.
Asking if that might have been the spot you were referencing. That
maybe.
Was pretty surprising.
Walker, I like where your head's at, but it was something. It was something else because it was part of wherever the camera was angled as well, where it was like somebody just kind of dropped out of sight in a way that maybe it was something that happened to Bianca.
I don't know.
It was good stuff. The cameras were on point tonight. A lot of so much of it is rehearsed so well, except for I think the last match of the night, because there wasn't a lot of match calling tonight, and then there was quite a bit of match calling during the main event, which makes me think that it was a little bit more. And I think I will have I'm a little less on the same page than everybody else on the main event, but we'll save that. We'll put it.
We'll see.
Okay.
Giant pin right in there.
That baby.
And that's the sound. The pins, when you put them in, they go.
So okay.
That's the sound of pins. We know that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
When they drop, they go. I
don't know what.
That's why they say you have
what
to wait
onomatopoeia that would be.
Hear a pin drop. It's not like a little prick. It's Jerry Lewis. What was the next
Jerry
match?
Lewis all the way. A good question. We should mention Drew McIntyre won. So.
Good. Sure. I guess we should mention that. That's fair. Fatal 4-way was the next
one. The Fatal 4-way.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about this one.
Go ahead, Brie. Get it out.
I was so excited because I was the one that was like, Dominic's going to win this one. Like 100% he's going to pin Finn, which I think a lot of people knew. But like, that was my prediction from a month ago. And then as soon as this all happened, I was just like, you know what? And to see him up there, like, to see the rest of the crowd react to it, you know what kind of reaction Dom gets. He's the heel everybody like loves to hate. But like, to see him run back into the ring and like hold up his title and everybody's so into it, I was like, you know what? Deserved. This is awesome. God. He's not going to have a long reign, but like, I think this is great story-wise. So I'm super excited.
Yeah.
I think he turned babyface in an instant. I mean, it was amazing. And that happens so rarely where like someone can turn on a dime like that just by simply winning. I mean, winning a title is a big deal, but I think it was everything. Everything came together perfectly for Dom to win that match in the way he did. End of Judgment Day, in my opinion, I hope. And he looked so happy. It was amazing.
I think he still gets booed tomorrow night.
You think so?
I think he's still, Like I definitely think it'll be
full baby.
Yeah, it'll be kind of being booed, but I think he gets booed tomorrow night.
Okay.
Yeah, because now it's even better. You love it when a heel that you like gets a belt, because then you hate it because screw them, they have a belt.
That's a very good point, Andrew. It really will depend on how he comes out tomorrow night and his attitude and like how he addresses the audience. And
I hope he comes out driving a lowrider.
Oh, that would be awesome with some dice.
Keep rubbing it in as much as humanly possible.
Yeah, I loved it. Awesome. So yeah, Fatal 4-Way, Penta. It was Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio won. Any other highlights from that match?
Braun Breaker, a highlight machine.
Oh my God!
Like,
just
can't stop the man.
Doing standing belly to back suplexes, doing just these spears that are in legit cheers during that celebrate. Yeah, it was pretty great. Snowmart, better than No Mart. Surprised by the cheer, which is fair. Carlito being destroyed again was my favorite moment. Great.
The 15-foot spear.
Okay.
It's like, are we sure? Have we measured?
We measured that.
No, this is something we didn't talk about last night / the first half of this episode, which is them breaking those tables. Which I think this is the first time we've seen that happen.
The announce tables, yes, I believe you're right.
Those new tables, because Brie, they used to just be like flimsy. You could, when they would fall apart, you could see how they fall apart. Then at the beginning of the year, I want to say it started at the Netflix for Netflix's Raw. They introduced these more like sturdy announce tables, and now when people have gotten slammed on them, they've bounced off them like at best. And
so this is like for them to break was like weird. Yeah, was it last night the two of them broke?
Yeah,
was it tonight?
Last night was two of them. Tonight was just one, I think.
Okay.
But tonight was one. And what I also love is in the olden days when an announce table would break earlier on in the night, they would just replace it with a folding table. So like the announcers would just be sitting. Yeah. Would just be sitting there with like a bad, like what you'd see in the ring kind of table. And these, I guess, just go back together. But like Braun, I thought he was going to come up from that spear way more hurt than he actually was. And who knows, maybe but he had that like cut on his arm from just hooking into the side of it. Like it was rough. Those things aren't moving that
There
well.
were shards.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. I couldn't tell what it was, if it was the shard of the table, if there was something next to it that broke. Something definitely shattered for sure.
I think it was Carlito's soul, if nothing. I think he's still laying there,
He's
to be
never
honest.
coming back.
Or like the janitors are sweeping around him right now in the arena. Yeah.
He deserves better. He deserves better.
I know, man.
I love those spots. I love that he's doing something. He's on TV on WrestleMania, which means you're getting that cheddar.
Yeah.
Say, but I love Carlito. I want more for him.
I do too.
I know you do. I know. So Dom is our new Intercontinental Champion. What did we have next? Was this the women's tag team?
I have to get a towel. Yeah.
Yes.
No, it was.
No, Randy Orton.
No. Oh, Randy Orton. Yep.
Okay. Randy Orton when his mystery opponent. Now Brie, I know we talked a little bit yesterday. Did you have any guesses on who it was going to be before we found out tonight?
Who was my guess? Let me hold on really quick because I wrote all of our guesses down and we had them like in a group chat. I didn't have a guess until last minute when I was really forced into it. Mm-hmm. Oh, no. For this one, I did say Nick Aldis because I was like, oh, that's the easiest, most obvious one. He like RKO'd him a couple times. So like that would be interesting to see him like lace up one more time and then low stakes.
Yeah.
Nick loses, whatever. Who else? Other people in our group chat said Rusev, which I didn't know who that was, but apparently he just left AEW. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep. He was a big one for a lot of people. Yeah.
With the one kid we were watching with today said Dean Ambrose. And then my husband said Joe Hendry.
Hey!
Nice. And it was kind of a joke guess. But the minute we heard the music, we all screamed. We were like, I can't believe you just guessed that. And it was a very silly, like quick, it wasn't the murder of Kevin Owens that it was supposed to be, but like a little bit of levity. It did not bother me.
For sure.
It was the goofy part of wrestling that I like.
We needed it. I think every night of WrestleMania needs a little bit of levity at some point, and this was it. I think last night it was sort of Grande Americano, and then tonight we got Joe Hendry, and it was amazing. I was so happy. I was so proud to be a current resident of Edinburgh and hear them say that, like at WrestleMania, like from Edinburgh, and he did his whole thing, his shtick, and Randy really put him over and gave him the 2 RKOs, which I thought was perfect. Would I have liked an actual match? Yes. I think Randy deserves that, but I thought it was more important that Randy gave the current TNA champion his flowers on TV. It was awesome.
So wild. That's the other thing too. There just wasn't enough time. If you want Randy Orton to have like a match, you need time to plan it. You need things to work out. And just that's three people. 3 people got replaced in the last
crazy
WrestleMania this year. So
which
is like rare. Very rare. Or I don't know if it's rare as much as maybe people used to just wrestle with injuries, which is probably more likely the case.
That actually might be true.
Yeah.
Which apparently our next replacement, who was pulled from the match, was not injured, but we'll get into that. There's some.
I did read that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty interesting. But Randy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I've actually not seen anything about why she wasn't in that match.
That. There's a little
not
update.
A single thing.
We'll let you know, Andrew. When we get there. Wait, are we there? I think we're there.
I thought no. AJ and Logan.
AJ and Logan.
AJ and Logan.
Man, I really want to get to that tag team match. I apologize. Logan Paul, AJ Styles.
I hated to be right about this one, but I was like, with this Karrion Kross thing going on, I was like, I think Logan wins it, and then we've got some more going on with AJ. So like, I didn't see him put it to bed quite yet, but
it was a good match. Like they both did incredible. I hate to say it, but Logan Paul is just a machine in the ring. But who better to put him up against than AJ Styles? But I love that moment when Karrion Kross, like they kind of slowly zoomed over to him and he did his thing. And like you said, Andrew, like Karrion Kross made some WrestleMania money, and that's all that truly matters.
Mm-hmm. Karrion Kross. I did not care for the drone. Drone.
Oh yeah.
The drone. That was stupid. Did not like it. Did not need it in the match.
Well, no, because we had a much better moment earlier in the night with the whole like selfie thing, and I should put this up on the screen.
Hilarious.
No, because you're not going to be able to get it off of there again.
Yes, wait. Yes,
We've been through this already.
See? Wait, no, that's somewhere in the skies. What am I doing?
I just plug in your other shows. Okay,
no, somewhere in the sky.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh wait, there we go. Drew is just really adamant about being here. We didn't even mention that when we talked about that match, but that was A+ Drew material.
Was that his brother? Okay,
it was his brother. Yeah. Oh, that's even funnier.
He had a kilt on, so I assumed it was someone
and it said
family.
It said McIntyre.
I saw the McIntyre part, but I was like, oh, it's a fan.
And Michael Cole said like 7 or 8 times, that's his brother.
Those are just coincidences.
I didn't want to.
Yeah, could have been any brother of somebody. He could be. That's his brother. Right. Maybe he was just like, oh, that's his brother. Like that's his boy. It's his guy. People say that.
Man. They do. They do. Say his name. He's
okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I believe in Snowmart.
Snowmart. So yeah, Logan Paul won.
Yes, he did.
Okay, that happened.
With the help of a short YouTube gentleman.
Yeah, who was? I don't know who that was.
Who cares?
Okay.
An entourage member, but not like Turtle.
We called it
entourage.
We were like one of his goons will show up. That was one of our like special, right? And but like none of the ones I recognize at this point. Sure. So just a guy.
Sure. Yeah, just a guy. Like I honestly thought it might be Andrew Tate, but no, they didn't go there. I know. Anyways. Anyways, Haunted is saying keep it down in their.
You don't have to say anyway twice. You can just keep going.
I gotta be quiet. It's 12:30 here. So
whoops.
What did we have next after Logan? Okay,
this was the women's.
We got to the women's match, and we finally got our mystery opponent for Lyra, Valkyria, and I cried.
Oh, I was very excited. I honestly, everyone was guessing it. And I didn't think it was going to happen because I was like,
sure.
And I especially didn't expect the ending. I was like, she's here for a one and done. Like she's not back. She's just having a match, and that's awesome. But yeah, crazy.
Huge swerve. I mean, she was on interviews like 2 weeks ago saying, "I think I'm done wrestling. Like I just want to raise my kids, and I'm acting now, and I just."
Wrestlers love to say that, but it's almost never as true as they want it to be.
It's a good sell.
It is like they're always acting, but just never. It's not.
Walker, the lady in the crowd, floods of tears. Yeah, that was touching.
Yeah.
Did you see that, Andrew? Yeah. That was so
good. Really, nice. It was really nice.
No, it was really cool. And it was a good match. Liv is great. Liv is one of my favorite faces in wrestling. She's so expressive all the time.
Yes.
It's really, really fun to watch. And to see her kind of deal with all that was really funny. I think this is another thing that will precipitate the fall of Judgment Day. So I will be okay with Judgment Day if I want Judgment Day to be whittled down to just Carlito. Like it's just Carlito by himself is Judgment Day. But
I don't see them.
They keep saying like representing Judgment Day, but also the totality of Judgment Day. Carlito. Caribbean cool.
I don't see them getting rid of Judgment Day just yet. I think this is going to be a weird in between where it's like just Dom and Liv and Raquel and Carlito, and then like what happens when JD comes back? Does he go to his place?
That's true.
Does he have loyalty to the Judgment Day? Probably not. But it's like, then do they start recruiting new people? Do you pull people from NXT and you're like, oh great, now we have like, I don't know, is it fresh blood? I don't know. I feel like WWE is getting too much out of the Judgment Day right now.
Yeah, so what? Lay it on me, because Walker Steele's bringing this up. What happened with Bayley? What happened?
Right.
I was wrong. I think I mentioned that she had gotten injured at an NXT show, but it was actually during the pre-show yesterday for WrestleMania when she got injured. And
so
apparently
she did get injured.
In story. She was pulled from the match without any sort of warning or anything.
Creative reasons.
Right. However, Bailey stated that this was the plan like 3 weeks ago. But then there are conflicting reports that say no. This was literally like literally the night 1 of WrestleMania that Becky decided she wanted to be in the match, and they pulled Bailey and put Becky in there. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, we're getting conflicting reports. But Bailey has stated that this has been in the works for at least 3 weeks, but it certainly didn't feel that way.
That just means Bailey can go get herself a young tag partner, and then it's just Bailey.
We think she's going after the Intercontinental. We think she's going after Lyra after this.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now she's got 2 belts, and I don't see her keeping the Intercontinental for that much longer. Yeah. So
yeah.
What was Cole calling her? Lyra double champ? Was that what he was calling her?
I don't even remember.
I don't know.
I love that man gets to do whatever he wants, but he was on one this weekend. He was real loosey, real fun hang.
Drinking, smoking.
Okay, all right. Well, let's not start accusing him of things.
Lyra 2 belts. That was it. Yeah.
Lyra 2 belts. Thank you, not your potato. Welcome back. Yeah. Man. But yeah, Bailey and Lyra came out on top, and we have new tag team champs. So I'm excited to also see what Liv and Raquel do next. Liv cannot fail. She has had the 1.5 years of her life, and I just love it. Yeah,
she's so good.
Amazing. Does that bring us to our main event?
I think so.
Yeah, then Stone Cold hit somebody with an ATV, and then it was
oh my god. Stone Cold killed a woman.
Yeah, is she actually? Do we have any
she's sitting there during the she's sitting there during the main event.
She was there for the main event. Yeah,
I'm 90% positive.
And I even said
he just bumped the wall and it bumped into her legs and she just kind of fell over. So
I was he's going too fast. He's going too fast, and he took a couple laps, and then he hit that, and I was like, "Oh!" Yeah. And then there was a man in a suit that was talking to them after it was done, and Stone Cold went over, and I was like, "Ooh."
To his credit, Stone Cold did go back over to check on her.
He did.
I give him credit for that because he might see a lawsuit in his very near future. I don't know.
That's actually, maybe you guys know this. Mm-hmm. Do you have to sign a waiver to sit in that first row? Because
I don't know if that's a good.
There's so much potential.
Very good question. I don't know how that works.
There's something.
But in the front row, maybe I was in. Not to brag, but I was in the 4th row at SmackDown in Albany recently.
Love that you. Hold on. I know you're showing you some humility, but I expected you to be first, 2nd row tops, but you were just not to brag. 4th row, 4th row, Ryan. That's not even a joking not to brag. That's in front of you.
That brag failed miserably.
No, it was good.
Come on, Andrew.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Keep going.
I invited you to that SmackDown, and you know how much those tickets cost. So let me live this, please. Let me live.
That's right. All right. Enjoy. Soak it up.
So yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin killed a woman, and then we moved to our main event.
Yep.
So I wish I had the image here. I sent it to Andrew. That John Cena's font and icon,
block white letters.
Oh John Cena. The fans get nothing. Just John Cena, corporate.
And
Cena.
Again, I want to, as I have regularly done, shout out whoever is designing his T-shirts because every single one looks great.
Yeah.
So Tessitore is greater than Michael Cole.
Ooh.
All right. Relax, Paul. Relax.
That's a statement, Paul. My God.
Michael Cole's a different breed. He's homegrown. Joe Tessitore is very good, though. I like him quite a bit.
I love
him. Yeah, I also, Cody, John Cena's it's also just a great juxtaposition because Cena's black white letter there. That is John Cena. What was playing for John Cena's, and then Cody is in velvet,
and it was a look,
and a skull mask, a skull helmet that opened itself.
Iron Man. That was really cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's probably the highlight.
Wow. Wow, you guys are tapping out that quick? Look.
I like the motorcycles.
The motorcycles were
that was
good.
Cool. Yeah.
I'll let more experienced people talk first.
No, this is not look. I will say it straightforward. This match was a letdown. I will not deny that at all. Especially last year was going to be almost impossible to follow. I will say that. I will give them that. But of all the things that could have happened, that would have happened, that should have happened, this one just ended up being. And I don't think it had to be a letdown. But Brie, what did I say last night? Who did I say was not going to show up? Who did I say was?
I thought about you too. I thought about you as the cameras went off. I was like, Andrew said The Rock was not going to be here, and you were right.
Yep.
He had other stuff to do.
That's been my problem with him this whole time.
Yeah.
This whole time.
You're so right,
he just
man.
doesn't care enough. It's crazy. And it's like, I get it. Just stop showing up. Stop it.
I agree with Paul. Night one main event.
Night one main event was great. It was really good.
Made this main event look so bad.
It was so rough.
Yeah.
It was like good. It was like good, right? Like there were like good moments.
Mm-hmm.
Why was Travis Scott there? That's not what I wanted.
So dumb. So dumb.
I didn't want that.
Look, I was fine with it at Elimination Chamber.
Yes.
I thought it was great. It was perfect.
Totally.
But to put him in the main event at WrestleMania with John Cena and The Rock not show up, I was like, oh, cool. Travis Scott's coming out. That means The Rock will be 3 minutes after that. And then it didn't happen. And also, Travis Scott didn't get his receipt from that punch he gave Cody, really.
Yeah, barely. He got a crossroads, and then it was just
you got a crossroads.
I'm sorry. The match was badly paced. The crowd couldn't decide who they wanted, which can be good at times.
That was
no, they wanted Cena. That crowd wanted Cena the whole time. They wanted John
Cena.
Cena.
Yeah.
They booed anytime Cody did anything, which was wild.
It was wild. They were booing
Cody got
promo.
a bigger pop. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes. No, you're good. They were booing his the promo Friday night for SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Cody was getting booed, and I was like, that is the first time I've heard Cody booed this whole time. So I don't know if it was the crowd or something happened, or I know people love John Cena still despite all of this, but it was just weird because the European crowds were really big on booing John Cena leading up to this, and then we get back in America and it's such a split. So it was a weird vibe for sure.
Yeah.
Very
I think
weird.
it's a mix of they get to see history because Cena breaks the record, but also Cody's entrance got a huge pop. They were going nuts for him doing the all the good stuff. But yeah, just once it started, they wanted Cena to win, and then it just something that was happening tonight that I was a little nervous about with Cena doing his reunion tour thing, which is that when you're not wrestling all the time, you don't look as comfortable. Things don't move as smoothly, and that is what he kind of felt like tonight. This is his first singles match since he's been back, to my knowledge. Right? It's been the Rumble, and then it was the Chamber. Both things where you can hide what he's doing in the Rumble, you can hide it a little less in the Chamber, and then he has to be able to really pull on wrestle a match and a singles match, and it just didn't take.
Dom gets cheered, Cody gets booed. Welcome to the bizarre universe that he's 23. Yeah.
I really wanted I really thought Cody was going to kick out after that kick.
I did too.
Because then I was oh, we just saw that. We saw that already. That's what set this whole thing off, was a kick to the nuts. Wouldn't it be better if Cody? He can still lose.
Mm-hmm. Sure. And I thought he would, but I just expected it to go at least another 10 minutes. I felt, and like you said,
it ended
hard
early.
to top. Yeah, hard to top last year. Obviously, that was a real gauntlet. And I know, I've been told now that, I don't know if it's you guys or somebody else, but it was WrestleMania 40, right? And on the decade numbers, the anniversaries, they try to really go big or go home. But just compared to that, I think I just had my my expectations too high, or
Sure.
I don't know. It felt different.
We all did. I think we all did. Like,
yeah, but also it was disappointing. Like, I will say, like, there's elements of it that I didn't mind that it was Travis Scott without The Rock. I think if anything, I liked the John Cena Cody interaction of it all less. But it was a disappointing match. Like, especially after they were just like crushing for the first like 3/4 of the night, like really doing well. So it was a letdown. It was John Cena's last WrestleMania, and it just kind of was like, okay.
I was like so hopeful for tonight. It was a very strong second night until the main event. I'm not gonna lie. Like, even the Joe Hendry thing, I was like, that's great. It's fun. But then we get to this and it was sloppy. Cena looked super rusty, like you said, Andrew, and Cody carried the match, and then it was just a complete mess by the end. However, we have Monday Night Raw tomorrow, which is Cody, which is John Cena.
Cena's going to be on McAfee's show first thing tomorrow. I do not know if Cena's going to be at Raw tomorrow night.
I don't think he is. That. Yeah.
Is it Cody SmackDown, or is that different now? Is it?
Nope, you're right. Nope, you are right. I
think Cody's SmackDown. Cena can probably go wherever he wants, but tomorrow we'll probably get like Seth Rollins and such.
Good. I'm looking very much
I'm excited for.
Yeah. Awesome, guys. Well, we have a very active chat tonight. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Over 100 people watching. Thank you, guys. Super appreciate that. Yeah.
Brie,
miss anything?
Spot of the weekend.
What
you got for me? What was your favorite spot of the weekend?
Oh my gosh. I've got my notes right here and everything because I have the memory of a goldfish, so that's really tough. You know, like, I just enjoyed the triple threat match today and yesterday, honestly. Both triple threats were great. There's so many. That was a really difficult question. You know, I really enjoyed LA Knight and Jacob Fatu. Like, that match was just so like, when I think about the cleanest match, the 2 nights, that one just sticks out in my head. I don't know. I liked it all. There weren't as many like interference, and I know you guys probably love that because you're like, oh, it's just wrestling. That's great. But like, I'm here for the theatrics.
No,
and, like, the trickery and the betrayal.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I wanted a little more betrayal.
Yeah. You expect more of that at PLEs as well.
Yes.
Like, that's kind of so I don't blame you for that at all.
Yeah. So I guess I'm going to say the Paul Heyman. Like, I was just like, oh, that's amazing. Yeah. A good betrayal. I'm just a girly that loves a good betrayal.
That's fair. Yeah. I think I liked the Carlito getting speared through table spot. I thought that was pretty great. There was something from the first night though that I thought was really fun. Oh no, who landed like trying to do like a bat? Rhea got flipped at one point and landed on her feet, which was pretty rad.
Oh,
she's big. Like
tonight, Penta?
Was it
no.
Penta?
Someone did.
We should mention Penta looked like a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah,
he looks awesome. He looks
or a Power Ranger, either one.
Or a Power Ranger. Yeah. But Brie, are you talking about when he did the front flip, like the front flip pile driver that he does?
Possibly. I'm really bad with at this point in my wrestling watching. Terrible at move names.
That's okay. The pile driver is when they're like sitting, so they're like they have the person upside down with their back towards their face and their head between their legs, and they're like going to sit down.
Yes,
it's honestly a move that's not done as much anymore because it's been banned.
I was going to say, isn't it banned? Oh, that's the one Kevin Owens was doing, and like,
that was the Kevin Owens. The one that he wanted to do that's specifically been banned was the stack pile driver, where you're kind of like grabbing their legs at the same time.
Oh, so I think it's a lot harder. Drivers.
Yeah, and that one it's a little bit harder, I assume, to ensure that you're keeping their head away from the ground.
Yeah, many wrestlers have broken their neck getting that move done. Specifically Stone Cold Steve Austin being one. Yeah. Right?
Sure.
Is that a pile driver?
So was it what is I honestly don't remember, but
Owen Hart. Yeah.
But that was fun. There was one point Jade Cargill during their match got flipped. Like Naomi was trying to do an Alabama slam or something to her, but Jade Cargill's so long and Naomi is not as long, I guess. And she flipped her and Jade like landed on her feet like immediately and then hit the back. Like I want to relook at it, but it was really, I was like, ooh, that probably hurt.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think
Ryan?
For me, it was either the Braun Breaker Spirit of Carlito, or it was not really a spot, but it was Tiffany Stratton losing her teeth.
Yeah, that also came up in my head.
Yeah,
but it was brutal.
It was everything I wanted from that match. It could have been
again, I get it.
Right?
You wanted to see Tiffany Stratton bleeding with no teeth. I don't.
You're on a list for saying something like that, I'm pretty sure.
At least on YouTube. I know. No, she had to earn that championship, and she really did. I'm so happy for her.
She did. It was a good match too. Yeah.
But yeah, how about match of the entire WrestleMania?
Triple threat match for the women's world heavyweight title with winner Io Sky. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That was mine as well.
Yep. And again, that like and even if there is in that match, there was no Paul Heyman telegraphing that he was going to low blow those two fellas. There was no there's no missed opportunity, no blown spot that I saw. Just three professionals at the top of their game, three very different wrestlers, like a perfect kind of match, title on the line. So it was really exciting. Crowd was super into it. Amazing entrances, like just everything about it. That could be something where if I wanted to show somebody, like, let me show you what pro wrestling like at its peak, kind of like an exciting, fun, you don't really have to know anything kind of match. Like, boom, here you go, watch this. That would be something to show people, I think.
Yeah,
like it is a standard.
Yep. Agreed, man. Not your potato. Roman Punk, Seth for story. Io, Bianca, Rhea for wrestling. I like that.
Agreed.
There's definitely more build up to the one from the night before, but I think the low key, like with everybody complaining about the build to some of the other ones leading up to this, I think Io, Rhea, and Bianca right along the whole time was going just fine, and doing fun stuff and throwing swerves and making moments, like when Rhea signed the contract for no reason. Like they're just like, I think when we look back on it, that might be looked at as one of the more successful things to come out of this whole weekend.
I like that. Yeah.
Because because it also feels like a closed loop in a certain way too. It could be wrong. They could keep that feud going, but I think all those people can kind of go in their own way now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the one for me.
Yeah. I will say, like, even for a WrestleMania, this was the most title changes I've like ever seen.
There were quite a few. Yeah. Quite a few.
That was awesome.
That's true.
That's what we need. That shakes
all
things
except
up.
For one, two.
Pretty
All except
much.
For two.
Yeah.
It feels like the people who had them had been holding them for a long time, though. I almost wonder if they were just like, all right, things are getting stale. Let's start changing up titles and throwing stories together, you know?
Sure, absolutely. Sure. Like there's always, Brie, like a lull after WrestleMania where like things just kind of calm down. There's nothing to super look forward to. Like Backlash is always fun. Yeah. It's like a reset, and that's what we're seeing. And I think, we're heading into a new year of wrestling, basically. So, I'm excited. I'm excited to watch Raw. I'm excited for whatever comes next. And I think we can look on this WrestleMania is like, it wasn't WrestleMania 40, but a lot of good stuff happened. Some dreams were made for a lot of these first-time wrestlers making their debuts. And we've got some long-term storytelling to look forward to with a lot of it too. So all in all, like, was it the best WrestleMania? By no stretch, no. But it served its purpose, I guess.
Yeah, it was WrestleMania.
Well, let's not go and cast aside the whole weekend because the last match wasn't very good.
Oh, it's so tough. I mean, it was a good weekend.
We were talking about how great last night was. You had zero complaints about any of the other matches. And you're going to speak for all of us and be like, oh, man, there was a funeral tonight. Like, come on.
I love you. I kid.
That's fine. The revolution will not be podcasted. Oh, I don't know. Not leaps and bounds, not the best one. Oh, never has there been a more putrid affair.
Wait, I do have a question.
Must we have been subjected to these hours this weekend?
Is there like a known, like, really terrible, like, if the public were to be like, that was the worst WrestleMania, is there one that people could be like, it's this one?
41.
I'm sure.
I can't.
I'm not sure off the top of my head, to be perfectly frank.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are people that have Sportskeeda. I'm sure has a list they've made at some point or another. But I'm trying to think of ones that I've watched that I remember not being very good.
Yeah.
I feel like
Not Your Potato says 32. I couldn't even tell you one match in WrestleMania.
Yeah, and I don't want to I don't want to just blindly agree either.
Right. You're like, yeah, 32.
I could hold a gun to my head. I can't tell you who wrestled in WrestleMania 32. I could probably guess, but but you know, they. Oh, that's tough. That's a tough one, Brie. Yeah, we'd have to look at it. I'd have to think about that.
It's food for thought for another podcast.
I'm gonna think about it. We're gonna find it. We're gonna find the main event for what people consider the worst WrestleMania, and I would love to have us all watch it separately and then have you come back and talk about it.
I was gonna say, you guys have always sent me, you know, well, we've only really watched one match together. You guys sent me one of the best, right? Hell in a Cell. But then we need to talk. Like, I want someone to send me the worst match. Like, I want to watch some terrible wrestling.
Okay.
Get ready.
Because terrible means so many different things too when it comes to pro wrestling. But I will. I challenge accepted, my friend.
Okay, yay! Oh, that's so exciting.
We got your misogyny. We got your racism. We got
I'm sure there's plenty of that too.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
We got your straight up bad wrestling. Like, what do you want? The possibilities are
bad wrestling. I think.
I just want something where I look at it and I'm like, oh no, like, you know, like something that just kind of makes you go, like, not, you know, not something that's gonna offend, just something that would be like,
done.
Why are they doing that?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I got you. It's out there. We will find it.
Find
it. If anyone in the chat has any recommendations, you can send it to us on our Facebook page. Don't put it in the chat because we want to surprise Brie. But send it to us on social media, email, what have you. I can't talk. Yes, Andrew.
Nothing. I didn't say a damn thing.
Oh,
what do you? I was agreeing. I was giving you the thumbs up. I was like, man, I really got Ryan's back right now. And then he
accused you.
I know. Let's move. That's fair. Let's send everybody home. Brie, what you got going on? What's the haps?
Absolutely. All right. Well, if you want to come follow me, you can find me on YouTube. BRIESBE. It's on my shirt.
You have a shirt.
That's when I used to work for Games Done Quick. So
I love that.
When I was staff. But yeah, find me on YouTube, Instagram. I'm going to have my WrestleMania video out this week sometime. Give me a couple of days to edit it, but that should be out. And then another video after that will be about my time at the Buffalo Wrestling Academy. So if you want to talk indie wrestling and all that, which I'm loving, then find me there.
Cool.
Sweet. More wrestling, the better. I love it. Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for watching tonight.
Ryan, hold on, please. If you're in the New York City area,
I wasn't gonna hang up.
No, that's all right. If you're in the New York City, you were moving on from my plugs. If you're in the New York City, May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. At the Rat NYC, we'll be doing some drunk Shakespearean Star Wars. I wrote two of them. I wrote New Hope, A Hope Renewed, as it is called over there, or The Empire Doth Protest. That will be night 2. I will be in one of them, probably the Friday night one, Hope Renewed, probably in my Bad Han Solo wig. So if that is something that interests you, please come on out, play some drinking games with us. And some Shakespeare Star Wars. And by that, I mean, I take George Lucas's dialogue and I add like these and those. And like McClunky. I kept McClunky in there on purpose. Yeah.
Truly.
So go to the Rat NYC. May the 4th be with you that whole weekend. Come hang out.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I'll be there. I can't promise, but I'll be there.
In heart and in spirit.
And in Jedi form, for sure. Whatever those floaty blue Jedi ghosts are. Yeah.
How dare you? How dare you belittle Star Wars? How
I'm gonna
dare
be real,
you,
guys? I've never seen the first 6 original Star Wars.
That's okay.
Oh my god.
That's cool.
We had
Wait,
very
so that
different
means you
reactions
have
to that.
seen the newer 3? Interesting.
Cool.
Because I'm not averse to it. I'm just lazy. So if it's already in theaters and everyone's like, let's go, then I'll go. But
yeah. Which of the new 3 is your favorite?
What is the seventh one? The first one of the
first
3?
One, Force Awakens.
Force Awakens.
Yeah,
that's the only one I remember. I'm gonna be real with you. I'll watch him, I swear. I will watch him at some point.
Man.
Ryan, why don't you tell people where they can find you so we can stop talking about my lack of Star Wars knowledge?
Passing the buck.
No.
Fine.
I hope this pisses off the worst kind of people. That's the best.
It can't be worse than when I did a tier list for wrestlers, okay? It cannot. I can't piss people off more than that.
Yeah, your comments section for that was pretty interesting.
It was divisive for sure.
Get over yourselves, people.
Yeah.
Love it. Internet, God bless you always. Speaking of internet, I have one more week of doing the SmackDown review over at the WWE podcast. So head on over to WWE podcast and check out everything they're doing. They cover every single brand over, NXT, SmackDown, Raw, PLEs, you name it, they do it. And yeah, I've had the pleasure of filling in and doing their SmackDown reviews for the past 3 weeks. So go subscribe. I'll be doing the SmackDown that takes place right after this WrestleMania. So that should be fun. Can't wait to see what happens with that. And subscribe to us, all that good stuff. Somewhere in the Ring podcast.
Yeah, we're almost at 1,000. Get us to 1,000.
Right? We're almost there, baby. Yeah.
Please and thank you.
Growing every day. Everything is in the show notes for Brie, for us. Check that out. I hope you guys enjoyed WrestleMania. I didn't hate it as much as I might have portrayed in this live stream. So I
in the final seconds, you did a real quick heel turn. I would like to say just again, real quick, Brie, thank you very, very much for hanging us out.
Yes,
these last 2 nights.
I have so much fun doing this. Thank you.
Thank you. We have so much fun having you here, and it means the world that you would take the time to come hang out with us. So thank you.
Absolutely. Awesome. And we'll cut it there, guys. Thank you so much to the chat. You guys were awesome tonight.
Peace out, homies.
All right. That's gonna do it. We are